Hello, everyone. Welcome back to English with Anna. Today we are going to begin our housing unit. We are going to begin to talk about the home. Today we are going to practice the question, where do you live? Where do you live? Remember that where is a place. The first thing we're going to talk about are different types of housing, different kinds of homes. So let's go ahead and read these together. So these pictures show that not all houses are the same. There are different kinds of homes that we have in the United States. Number one, house. House. So this is a normal house, just a regular family home, usually for one family. Number two, townhouse. Townhouse. A townhouse, as we see in the picture, can be like two houses put together, but it's like one house on each side. So one family would live in this house and a different family would live in this house. Sometimes townhouses might be four put together. Number three, mobile home. Mobile home. Trailer home. Trailer home. These are the same. So this house is a mobile home or a trailer home. It's a little bit smaller than a normal house, and it's all on one level, just one floor. And it's a house that could be moved. So you could move this house to a different place, a different location. Mobile means you can move it. Number four, apartment. Apartment. So this is an apartment building. When you live in an apartment, you have to pay rent every month. So maybe every month, $800. So rent, you pay rent in September, you pay rent in October and November, December. Every month you have to pay rent. The apartment does not belong to you. You are renting it. It belongs to the landlord, the owner of the apartment building. Number five is a condo. Condo. So a condo sometimes looks similar to an apartment, but a condo, you can buy the condo. You can own the condo, so it's your condo. And then you don't have to pay rent every month. Here are some different types of places to live. Some of you probably live in the city. The city. This is the downtown. Usually a lot of traffic and tall buildings. Here where we live in Minnesota, some examples of the city are Minneapolis, St. Paul. Those are the big cities. And then number two, the suburbs. The suburbs. The suburbs are like a smaller city. Suburbs are the smaller cities around the big city. Some examples of suburbs here in Minnesota are like Apple Valley, Burnsville, Eagan, Savage, Lakeville, Rosemount. Those are the smaller cities around the big cities. And then number 3 is the country. The country. The country is away from the city. It's more quiet, not as much traffic, and maybe farms like this with animals. So we have the city, the suburbs, and the country. Today we're going to practice 2 questions. Let's look at the first question together. Where do you live now? Where do you live now? Now means present, like today, in 2020, right now, present. I live in an apartment in Minneapolis, Minnesota now. So Minnesota is in the United States, and the city is Minneapolis. We use live for present. I live in an apartment. So an apartment is the type of house. And then Minneapolis, Minnesota is the city and the state. And now is present. Let's look at the other question. Where did you live before? Where did you live before? Now we have a past question. Before means past. So remember, now is present, before is past. I lived in a house in Mexico City, Mexico before. So remember, for present, we use live. Now for past, we have to use lived. I lived in a house in, so Mexico City is the city, and Mexico is the country. And before means past. What about you? It's your turn. Can you answer the 2 questions about you? Where do you live now? I live in, so first you're going to say, is it an apartment, a house, a townhouse, a mobile home? In, and then I want you to say the name of the city and state where you live right now. Question number 2, where did you live before? So now past. Where did you live in the past? I lived in, so again, was it a house in the past? An apartment, a townhouse? In what city, state, or country? Please stop the video for a few minutes and try by yourself. If you need to, go back and look at the examples again. Thank you for joining me today. Have a great day.